have a message from them. And it's about respect. It's about respect. The Inca not getting into Machu Picchu. My people not being able to go to Mount Graham. Us not being able to take care of these important places will kill the world. Will kill the world. So, we have many choices. Many choices. But basically it boils down to one thing. Get over it. Get on with it, or get out. Okay? Now that may seem harsh. That may seem harsh. But this is what we're looking at. Individuals that do not practice daily random acts of kindness and happiness are making a choice not to move forward in this evolution at this time. So however you see that, whether it is like I was taught that 1/3 of the population of this planet would not be on this planet in 2012 or whenever that's supposed to occur, or whether it's like Grandma Twilanich used to teach about there would become a body double for the earth and it would actually split and part of the population would go this way and part of the population, however you look at it, there is going to be a change. And the decision is, which side of it do you want to be on? Okay? Now the other thing is, not to have judgment about those that don't choose the way we would have them choose. That's their choice. We can't take their pain on. We can be there to help them when they need it, when they ask for it, but that's their choice. And for me to say, I will not accept that choice is for me to become an abuser, as we've seen in the fourth world. I have to allow them their choice in evolution, just like I expect other people to accept mine. I don't always make the right choices. My percentage has gotten much better, however. Okay? I'm about 75% good to go these days. We see children being born into this time that are different. We're trying to put them in a box. We have an epidemic of autism. How about they just know mental telepathy already and we didn't get it yet? If you look, how much has an elephant changed since the mastodon? How arrogant is it for human beings to think we will never change? That we're going to stay and look like this forever. And yet we can pick up a National Geographic and we can see that science says we never have. How limited is our vision? That's another thing. We have visions of the fifth world. We've been called here by common vision. All of us. Common vision. And yet, we think that's it. That's the entire vision. No, we have bigger visions as we get bigger. They let us see as much as we can contain. I got hit by lightning 4 years ago. And what the elders have told me is there's a lot of times I have to take what I call personal time out. Because my body is in assimilation of what's going on. It's recircuiting itself. It's raising itself to a higher frequency because of the input it received. But this is something that happens every day to every human being with the magnetic grid in fluctuation. When a whale washes up on the beach or swims up into a river that it doesn't belong into, the grid is shifted because their sonar is based on the magnetics of the planet. These are signs that everybody can see, but we need to understand them now. We need to understand them now. I was asked the other day about a time. When do you see this happening? Not today. Not today. I have an aunt. I love her dearly. And I think Brooke knows Aunt Sally. I know Alberto does. Aunt Sally takes people down into Canyon de Chelly, and she hikes them all over the bottom of Canyon de Chelly. And my students go, "Are we there yet?" And Aunt Sally says, "Almost." And it's 4 more miles in sand trudging through that canyon. But for her, it's almost there because she does it every day. It's the relevance of perspective. For me, the fifth world's already here. It's already here. I see it in my dream time. I see it in the people I work with that are actively working it. Actively working it. I see how 15, 20 years ago, I would walk down the street and I would say hello to people. Now, I'm a little eccentric, I admit it, you know. I wear knee-top moccasins a lot, and you know, my oldest son used to say I was a hippie that got stuck until he decided that his religion was okay. And so those people, they would like shoo their children away. They didn't want to be near me. Now, I can walk down the street and people want to stop me and talk to me. This is a shift. This is a shift. It's not enough, but it's a shift. And what we need to do to maintain our hope, our belief, is to recognize a million little miracles we see every day. And stop looking for the big one that's out there somewhere. Because it's the little ones that add up to the big ones. But just like those sacred sites and keeping those alive, we have to show appreciation. Like attracts in this way. Okay? Most of us think magnetics and you think like repels. Not so. Not so in this. Like attracts. So I hear people say, "Oh, I'm looking for my twin flame. How come I keep getting these guys that are, yeah." I was like, well, have you healed those things inside yourself? Because you're putting out the big signal, I have this wound that I need to heal. So here comes the guy that's gonna test it for you. Everything is answered by going in, not out. And I love it, because when we were kids, Graham Twilight had this thing that she would tell people, and it was like, "Are you pointing your finger? Are you playing the blame game? How many fingers are pointing back at you? This is what you need to be looking at. How many are actually coming back?" Okay? Karma. Karma. Why does it need to be anybody's fault? How about it just is, and we need to learn from it? Not go there again. Instead of blowing it up so big we can't take care of it. The elders have said that this time that we're in right now is a feminine time. That we're moving into the feminine role of Earth. We've been in a very male active energy. Now, I don't want nobody getting confused about that, because it's not a put down on men. It's not about men. It's not about women. It's about what male and female energies are.